What's shaking, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Pet Shop Boys, and we're back for two tracks in the album Please, 1986, their debut album. I noticed the next track in the set list is a reprise of Opportunities, and it's only about 30 seconds long, so I figure we'll do the next track as well, and the next track is called Tonight is Forever. Do I have that right? Yeah, Tonight is Forever, which is a very interesting phrase. It has a literary quality to it, has a poetry to it. I'm thinking that maybe it could relate to the way in which, a certain experience, a certain interaction on a particular night can then last forever in a sort of conceptual sense. As biological creatures stuck in space and time, we are aware that no day can last forever, no matter how you define that, and no matter how durable you are temporally speaking. But again, the idea that you could maybe capture a sort of moment with someone, perhaps, so that, going forward in perpetuity, indefinitely, indeed infinitely, you'll always have that moment. It'll always be that special bond, kind of the we'll always have Paris sort of concept. But it could also be maybe that, you want to capture the essence of whatever that experience or interaction or process was, and then live it or manifest it, express it throughout the rest of your days, so that tonight will be forever, in the sense that I have to show you her. She is hovering about. So yes, I did just adopt a kitten. This is Luca. So yeah, hello to Luca. She is a new friend and resident of Acid Techno Street. But yeah, bottom line, again, Tonight is Forever. It feels more of a metaphorical, figurative line in that, again, unless we're in some sort of sci-fi realm, it's not likely that a night will extend forever, but perhaps conceptually, emotionally, metaphorically, it might. Wow, she's adorable. So yeah, as I said, let's get it. This is first a reprise of Opportunities, which I wonder, is it going to be more kind of the main riff, or it'll be just sort of like a kind of an instrumental interlude, that essentially recaptures a section of that track, or will it be sort of like found noise and so on, which they do seem very fond of, dogs barking and sort of, people in the street and sort of car sounds and whatnot. So we'll see how it goes. But this is, as I said, first the reprise of Opportunities, followed by Tonight is Forever.
Who wants some?
There's my answer. What a cool little interlude. Oh my god. It might be a little hot.
About those bills, don't pay the price. We never will, we're out again. Another night, I never had enough.
Paying bills, but now we're out again. I never get enough. Another night.
If we fall in love, tonight is forever. Tell me now you don't disagree. Job to pay.
maybe also like tonight's all that matters. Like, like an end of the measure kind of thing, but this is like a whole new territory here. Blending the melody with this very fast percussive element. Brilliant.
I may be wrong, I may be right, but
Attacking my teacup.
any night you can say conventional, and I could claim intentional. We're out again, another night. We never have enough. It will be like this forever when we fall in love. Tonight is forever.
I love the chorus of this one.
Tell me now you don't disagree. Tonight is forever. Open the door, you hold the key. Tonight is forever. Tell me now you don't
Really high, kind of subtle synth layers, great.
is forever. Open the door, you hold the
An 80s DJ could use that section to quickly transition to another sort of stripped down dance, remix of some tune, or maybe just, a tune proper. Regardless, I love that. And again, the chorus really stuck out to me. I love his voice. It has, again, this sort of like hypnotic, dreamy quality. I mentioned it in another video. I've been like struggling to sort of articulate it, which I don't, normally I can find some like semantic label that fits what I'm feeling or thinking. But yeah, his voice sort of gets to this place that, in terms of describing it, it remains a bit elusive for me, but I really do enjoy it. So shout out to Neil, and again, shout out to both of them. The production and the sort of composition of their tunes, very early days still, but I'm loving it. And again, the way like there's been multiple tunes now, and this was one of them where like when it goes into a chorus, into a new section, it really sort of like keys up the energy and sort of like, there are moments where it's sort of like invigorating and exhilarating. So shout out to their composition. I just had a horrible realization. I have to get up at some point. I have to like end this video. She's like sleeping on my lap purring. What a nightmare. So yeah, we'll sit here for a second more. But no, I'm very keen to know just how much their sound will evolve over time. I've been reacting to Erasure, and one thing that I've loved about their tunes is that as I've gone through now, I'm going through technically a 6th album, which is like a remix album between 2 that I've already been reacting to, and I'm about to start I Say, is it 3 or just 2? But yeah, as I've noticed, it's like the atmosphere and the sort of vibe of their tunes remains consistent, even if they do have a couple different flavors, and a number of you have commented, and I fully agree that moody Erasure is very good Erasure. But it's like even as their sound gets a little fuller and evolves, and by the time you get to chorus, it's sort of getting, more notably, electronic and sort of a 90s idiom, but the whole time it's still the same sound. So I'm curious as we go forward with Pet Shop Boys, if it'll be the same thing where like I'll notice similarities and hallmark traits, but at the same time the sound is evolving and changing. So we'll have to see. But I hate to tell you now, Luca, I am gonna have to get up. But thank you for listening and watching. I will see you next time. Peace. Oof. There you go, girl.